And he's lifted it over.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Substitution from Besiktas.
Besiktas are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Ball's out once more. Roberto Carlos, played into the middle. Kilitsoy! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
The attendance for this match was 50,913.
60 minutes played. That is Conte. Roberto Carlos. Here's a shot! And the keeper read that really well.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's Dembele. He's away!
This is the time you need that pace.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Drogba. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, great chance! It's hit the upright. Oh, can he get onto this? Yildiz. Cannavaro. Yaya Toure. Now it's Drogba. Yaya Toure. Mbappe. Yaya Toure.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Czech claims it, safe hands. Roberto Carlos. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, played through for the wide man. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 7, Serge Gnabry. Coming on the
ball goes in.
Is number 11, Güler.
Dembele. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Caught offside that time. Rijkaard. Tries to pass it through. And he's got the beating of his... Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now somewhat off target. Roberto Carlos might just make this. And he's managed to get free. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Big header! Oh, he got himself into a great position.
Besiktas really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Rijkaard. Oh no, what has happened here? He's through, now is he in? Oh, shooting chance! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Dembele. Now is this the final assault?
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Now this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And that has been cleared. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's a key interception. Alexander-Arnold.
Added minute has been
Dembele
indicated.
looking to run onto it. Liverpool could have here their final chance. Corner number 2 then. Rijkaard gets it away. Goes for a shot! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
That's that, the end. Liverpool illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might
everybody,
not
and
feel like
welcome
that.
to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. So we're up and running. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. And that's a goal kick. Otto gets across to intercept that. And this is Cruyff. He's away. He's had a shot. Drogba might just make this. Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Dembele. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's got tall. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Ferdinand, Darren Fletcher, battling for the right to play in the early stages. That is lovely. Beckham gets into some space. There's the header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
That's been cut out, well played. Pull it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's been slipped through. And the shot! It's an inviting looking ball, that. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cruyff. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. He'll be disappointed with that.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, smashing header! That is good alertness. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Foot in. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Delivers with whip. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Beckham is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, well played. Yaya Toure. Now Mbappe. Threads one in. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And there's green grass ahead of him. Bellingham. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a good run down the right. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the... It's Drogba! Beckham. Darren Fletcher. Now it's Pedro Neto. He's shifting through the gears here. Pedro Neto with the delivery.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Always onto this. Ibrahimovic is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Beckham. Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. Now it's Mbappe. Darren Fletcher. Looks to the other side for Pedro Neto. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham with the foul. Darren Fletcher. And it's Otto. And that is as far as they're going to go. And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Stood up well to him there. Cruyff has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the pass is intercepted. He's picked his way through. And this is Cruyff. Bellingham. Drogba. That's Cannavaro. Robertson. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Yaya Toure. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. That has ended up in no man's land. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Cruyff. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Swung over. And he's intervened well there. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Out for a throw. Van Dijk.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's Robertson. Engages and forces him off the ball. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, that's back. Climbs up big! And it's slung out wide. Zanetti has it out wide and in space.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
It's bounced back off the post. Played up towards the front line. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Beckham looking to penetrate opposition lines. Tries to pass it through. Dembele! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way through. And this is Cruyff. And he's onside. Otto is there, and he can pick it up. Now it's Cruyff. He's gone direct here. Bullet.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Takes a shot! It's a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Now it's Drogba. Van Dijk, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. They get a throw in.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Drogba. Well seen, saw that coming. Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Antonetti. Pedro Neto could try cutting inside here. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Cannavaro pokes it out wide.
Added time.
No, that's been intercepted. 1 minute to add, according to the board. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
It is now time for our special lottery.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. We have already started here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow...
Shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Played in deep. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Pass somewhat off target. Drogba. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Mbappe, and it's Yaya Toure.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and
Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! Fired deep towards the big header! Oh, the keeper's done very, very well to deny him. Liverpool with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hullet. And that has left him in a heap. Kvaratskhelia. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold running with the ball. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Still goalless. And he plays one through. Bellingham can see things, others simply cannot. That's been cut out, well played. Looking for options for movement. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's heaved it away.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Mbappe clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Maldini spots it and intercepts. And it's made its way to him. Kvaratskhelia played into space out wide. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham. Is there any support? He might not need it. No foul, says the referee. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Vieira. Oh, it's Dembele. Drogba. Leicester deals with that comfortably. That has not gone well. Bellingham. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's managed to get free. Cannavaro, and the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0.
We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
So off we go once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. Leicester. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Saka. He is through here. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Saka. That's good play. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Hullet. Hullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Hullet. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Drogba is onto it in a flash. Yaya Toure is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Dembele. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And this is Drogba. It's Drogba! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Match was 60,179.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That's a sharp pass. He's a sharp little... Oh, that is asking for trouble. That's been drilled forward. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Referee's given a throw. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Leicester kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pullet. Cannavaro. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham. Chance here to counter.
A beautifully policed midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He gets big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 11.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 21, Bellingham. Number 9.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Coming on the field.
Pullet providing an outlet on that flank.
Number
He's seen that
26,
early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Number 20,
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Vieira, great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pele. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, it's Dembele.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Passes short and sharp. Well read, and the danger is averted.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
That is a brilliant interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And this is Dembele. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bellingham.
There will be 1 minute.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Davids. That has ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Looking to play him in. And that's it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the player
Goes for a shot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And this is Drogba. That's Dembele. And we have our very first corner. Big header! Harmlessly behind. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Dembele. And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Up he goes! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Nuno Mendes. Subimendi. Now Ødegaard. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe. Robertson tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, taken with style. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
After 12 minutes.
Liverpool grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Ødegaard! Just off target.
Ødegaard really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now, can they get him away? Saka gets into some space. He has found the way through. Punched away. Takes a shot! Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That has been slung wide. Saka's delivery. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far, tries to play it through. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank, and he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to gift it back. And here's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Saka.
This is the time you need that pace.
Always onto this. And this is Eto'o. He's got away. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! Into the lead once more. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's picked his way through. Yaya Toure. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Saka. Looking for options for movement. And no, that was never going to make it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Ødegaard. Olise in acres of space out wide. He's found the way through. He gets big. He will be livid with himself.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That's a good run down the left. Mbappe. Yaya Toure. Liverpool claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? Now the terrific header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nuno Mendes, played out to the left flank. Well, that looks a decent ball. Aims beyond the defence. Can he get onto this?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Olise. Odegaard. And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pings in across. Oh, well played, well played. Drogba is always scanning the pitch for target. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
Please take this opportunity.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Knocks it into space, and he's intervened well there. And this is Eto'o. Robertson.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass.
Dembele! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Liverpool get their fourth corner. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Oh, what a mistake! And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Chance, surely! Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Alexander-Arnold. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. He is through here. Ball swung in.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's a pretty loose pass. He's looking wide. Saka. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think...
And Yaya Toure! Oh, another save. Zubimendi. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Zubimendi. And it's Ødegaard. And Dixon. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Played back in. He's cut it out. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, what a climb! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 30.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 5, Ødegaard. Number 36.
Eto'o finds himself offside.
Coming on the field, number 33, Calafiori. Number 4, Eze. Number 22, Rijkaard.
Eto'o over to the left. That's been cut out, well played.
Oh, great feat, that.
Saka providing an outlet on that flank. He's got tall! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Oh, well measured. No, that's been intercepted. Searching pass he's played there. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Great vision. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Saka. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Looking to play him in.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And it's Robertson. Cross flung in towards the middle. Ah, that's a fine interception. And the pass is intercepted. Threads one in. That's that, the end. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.